Hello, daddies. Welcome back to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice podcast. I was listening to this podcast today on Spotify, and one of the options on Spotify is more like this. And when I clicked that button, you know what it said? We can't find anything. And that's right. And that's right. You can't find anything like this podcast here. Where on earth are you going to find four guys that will give you... Pitch, come on. Four guys that will give you advice on being a dad, advice on losing weight, advice on finance, advice on sports and gambling and all those other different things. You can't find that anywhere other than here on the Bad Dad. Well, all in one.
Not fatherhood.
All in one.
Yeah, okay.
You can't find it all in one anywhere other than here on the Bad Dad Advice podcast.
Dude, I got to say, that was by far your best intro I think you've ever had.
I was fired up when I clicked that button and said, we can't find anything. I said, you're damn
one
right.
of a kind.
I said, you're damn right you can't, because we're a bunch of unicorns here, boys. Hold your beer sticks up. We're a bunch of unicorns in here, my people. You're worried it was going to spill it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, you've already held up your unicorn. Do you want to go ahead and tell us a little bit more?
This episode is, I still don't have an official write-up of what to say here, so I just like to wing it. Beer stick guys, welcome back from Punta Cana. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you did some beer sticks while you're there. This episode brought to you by Beer Stick. Beer Stick, the fastest way to delete up to 24 ounces of your favorite adult beverage. Trey, help me out.
Oh, Daddy likes.
And that
Nice.
silence is the sound of destroying 24 ounces of beer.
Beer Stick.
Nice.
All right.
What's up, guys?
There you go.
And see you later.
We're
What's up, guys?
back.
We are back.
Oh, man.
That was good.
That was I'm just still blown away by that intro. That was so good. That was,
Yeah,
you didn't even prepare for, you never prepare for anything, but
That was
That was-
definitely your best intro.
No, when I was in
Hands
the,
down.
I was getting in the shower and I was listening to the podcast, and when I clicked that and was like, we can't find anything like this.
God,
That's
guy listens to his own voice in the shower.
Dude,
Yeah,
it's like
bro,
a
get over
really,
yourself.
it's like a very weird fetish that I think I have. I love, dude, something about
Wait. Listening to your voice in the shower, or just like hearing your own
just
voice
hearing
in
my
general?
voice in general.
That makes sense.
Something
That makes
about
sense.
this smooth voice that I have, dude, it fires me up.
He's a smooth.
It
I think
fires me
that's
up.
just called being a narcissist.
They've told me that I do have a face for radio. So I'm really enjoying what we're doing.
And if you want to
to
see our actual faces, jump over to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, you're going to see my dog running around, and you're going to see that I have a infant optics baby monitor that's right next to me, because I am solo parenting this week, and I must make sure that my child is not wake. He has been very good of late, but you don't want to jinx it, so you bring up the baby monitor, make sure you watch it. But yeah, check us out on YouTube. We got our some video there, and lots of shorts and clips and everything.
If
Yeah.
he wakes up, are you just gonna up and leave, or
100%. Yeah,
you
my
just gonna let him
child
figure it out?
comes. My child comes way before this podcast.
That is
Yes.
that is the correct answer.
Smart.
But yeah, so you guys
Smart.
might hear some
You know,
rustling
Megan
around.
listens.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So as far as the whole beer stick thing, we're still working on getting those discount codes and stuff for you guys, and the ad reads and everything. So we'll probably have that out on the next episode. But we will be probably early next week bringing out a promotional giveaway to celebrate, the partnership and everything. So if you're just listening and you don't follow us on anything, make sure you make it over to our Instagram page, TikTok, YouTube,
Do
whatever.
we have a Twitter
I forgot
We
we
do
had,
not have a
I
Twitter.
forgot we had TikTok.
or an X? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
X?
we don't have one of those. We also don't have an email, but whatever. It's my email. But yeah. So we're gonna be putting that out. We're gonna be sending out a beer stick for you guys to keep the party going, and also a $50 Amazon gift card. So make sure you check out the social media pages to get in on that and possibly win yourself some goodies.
Definitely can get it on that.
Get it
dude.
on
Definitely
that,
get it on
dude.
that.
I might enter. Could use a $50 Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
Might hop in on that, make a couple fake accounts, hop in.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that. Congratulations,
Kevin Durant.
Bend over. You won a beer stick and an Amazon gift card. Hell yeah.
All right, so we're getting well underway. So why don't we get into some updates?
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
I keep forgetting that I always want to bump the volume. Wah wop. I always want to bump the volume up on that thing, but I still
Bump
haven't
up
done
the
it yet.
volume.
It's always
Bump
a
up
little
the
bit
volume.
low.
Bump up the volume.
tad bit
Dance,
low.
dance.
We were
Isn't that
literally
song?
talking about that beforehand. Like, shouldn't you test all of the sound bites?
There's a lot of things
That's
that we
what-
should do for this podcast that we do not do,
That's
like
what a
change
good-
batteries,
that's what a
like
good
test.
That's a
podcast
good
would do.
podcast. I got you.
No, we're not a good podcast.
Fair
So,
enough.
We
We're
try
a
our
great
best.
podcast. We're a unicorn
We're
podcast.
one of a kind.
There's nobody like us.
All right, Mr. Unicorn Boy, why don't you give us something over there?
Oh man! All right. Well, here in Florida, we're getting close to the end of the school year. Not sure what the school year is like in other parts of the country. I'd assume it's fairly similar, but I really don't know. But here in Florida, we are preparing for the end of school, and that is right before Memorial Day. I've started packing up the room. As most of you know, those of you new listeners, I am transitioning from 8th grade math to
Commercial.
commercial break right there. No, I am.
I just got that.
I am making the switch from.
Congratulations.
I'm proud of you, bud.
I haven't told my mom yet. Come on. Man, I am
I now identify as a PE.
unicorns, dog. Unicorns. I'm making the switch from math teacher to PE. So I have started taking some posters down, cleaning up my room a little bit, and you know what? It's starting to feel like, you guys all know the end of the season. You're cleaning out your locker for the last time, kind of taking everything home. You're gonna shut those lights for the last time. It's a bittersweet moment, man. It's bittersweet.
I did that 3 times, so like it didn't even affect me on the last
Dude,
one.
It's different when you know you're never coming back. You were like a 9th year senior, 7th year senior, so we never knew if you were coming back. You never knew if it was actually the end. But it's starting to feel real, and it's it's pretty bitter. It's bittersweet.
So do you
moment.
have like an office in the gym or anything?
I really don't know.
I bought you a gift, by the way.
What?
Did you see him on your way in? I know you always look through all my stuff.
Dude,
on your
were
way in.
those? I did see those. and I said, whose are these? They're
yours.
mine.
Those are yours.
Wow, I wish they were mine.
It's a pair
What
of
is it?
It's a pair of gym shorts that is like straight out of like every 80s sitcom.
yeah.
they're
that,
like-
If you
champion-
don't show up
They're
looking like
like-
Jackie Moon on day
They're,
one,
they're
dude.
like yellow mesh
They're like,
and like red piping.
like average Joe's gym.
Nice.
Like he could,
Shorts, right.
and like
Are they-
like the kind of shorts where he could just immediately jump on a bike and ride for like 67 miles.
Yes.
Dude, these
Sure.
are. I'm not sure if there's a specific kind
Should
of
have
short.
said
So-
69 miles.
So I
But these
also
are short.
So also on this, it does look like an average Joe's gym. That's a good visual there. I looked very hard for a pair of polyester bike shorts.
they don't sell them anymore, bro.
They don't make them.
They don't.
But
they don't
I
even
looked
sell
on.
'em, bro.
I looked on eBay. I was like, I'll buy a used pair. I don't care.
That's pretty gross.
I don't care.
Bro, they
Dude,
don't. They
But
don't.
people
My-
sell
people
'em.
aren't getting rid of them.
No.
You
Funny
know?
story. My dad still has multiple pairs of those.
Everybody still has them.
Yeah. So my
They're
parents,
just not interested
yeah.
in selling.
Oh yeah,
My
they
parents-
don't go bad.
My parents actually listened to that episode, and my dad called me and goes, "Dude, yeah, I'm sitting on a gold mine, bro."
They're the best shorts ever made. In every sense of the word.
I have been enhancing my shorts repertoire, getting ready to start wearing stretchy pants to work.
I mean, if you check our comments on
answer.
TikTok, I can help you out.
Yeah, man, you got the short one. That's
No
why-
enhancements needed.
That's
over
why I
here.
always wear a
Yeah.
blanket. I don't want people to make comments about my balls
Dude,
hanging out or
the
anything.
Blanky Boys.
Blanky bows.
Blanky pose.
Yeah, dude. Blanky egg yolks with salmon. Egg yolks and salmon. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much what's going on with me, getting the classroom cleaned up. I got my yearbook today, my school yearbook. I always get one. I get the kids to sign it. Do I ever go back and read it? No, not really.
A lot of hags in there.
Oh yeah, hella hags. A lot of hats. Have a terrible summer. They don't care.
Hags. That's an underrated.
Yeah,
underrated. Ed. I remember when I was a kid, I was kind of a loser. If somebody gave me a hags, I was pretty stoked. I was pretty stoked if I got a hags.
Great summer.
Like you couldn't just write it out. You had you had to abbreviate it.
God. Yeah, because you don't want to take up the whole page. That's
God forbid. There's only like 140 of them.
I was a big just sign my name.
I got my. That's funny. I'll say one more thing about yearbook. I have my yearbooks from high school. I never look at them, but when I got them, Janie looked at them, and in both of my yearbooks, I have like high school girlfriends that wrote like novels in my yearbook.
Was it different girlfriends or was it the
same
one?
They were different girlfriends. two different years, two different girlfriends.
Ooh.
Not two girlfriends at the same time. I'm not balling like that.
Two girls together.
Maybe I'll bring one in and read it to you one time.
One of the girls.
Definitely.
Shout out TJ Gavlik. He grew up in Hong Kong. His yearbook photo was him in a tank top. I don't know if wife beater is an acceptable term anymore. Flexing. That was his yearbook picture for his high school yearbook.
I thought you were going to say it was like a samurai costume.
I wish I knew that earlier.
Oh
I literally saw.
No,
I literally saw TJ earlier. I would have made so much fun of him for that.
Dude, that was the
TJ's
greatest.
the man,
Because you go to college and you're like meeting somebody for the first time, and he I think he had his yearbook or he brought his yearbook back or something. But during our freshman year, I read his yearbook. Or I looked at it through his yearbook and I was like, you got to be like, this is what you did. And it was just like a full page. So every senior had like a full page picture.
Oh, yeah. Didn't he?
And he was like flexing in his yearbook. I'm like, everybody else is like, has their like cap and gown and they're sitting very nicely. And get to TJ, he's got like a black wife beater on flex. And I was like, dude, it's kind of sick.
That's TJ. That's TJ.
Get over yourself.
In a nutshell.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself, dude.
Don't change. Hags.
And now he's a personal trainer.
Hags,
you know what they
man.
say? Dress for the job that you want, not the one that you have.
Ain't that the truth?
So what's he dressing for?
Personal trainer.
Oh, that's what he was dressed. So he was planning on being a personal trainer.
Whole time.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Good for him.
Francis, what you got?
So I have a child, and that child.
We all do. That's what this whole podcast is centered
Oh,
around.
you got
Sorry,
really?
keep going.
Oh, sick, dude.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know
Proceed.
No, he's I lost my train of thought. Thanks for interrupting me.
Sorry.
All right, update. He's got a kid.
Jesus. Oh no. So I'm solo parenting this week, which is my dog is like. So my dog for the viewers that don't really care, my dog's name is Pitch, Pitch. So if you hear somebody saying pitch,
please.
It is with a P. And it is a she, and she on occasion likes to hump your leg on occasion.
Aggressively.
That'd be a great TikTok clip.
And so I've been playing fetch, trying to keep her busy, because if I leave her downstairs, she might get a little anxious being by herself. Go get it. There we go. So my son, it's me and him, and it's tough when it's solo parenting because you got to make dinner and you got the the kid running around. He just got home from daycare. Oh my gosh, I want to do a million things, but I think he's officially like gotten to the age now where Miss Rachel can babysit for 15, 20, 30 minutes. Like he's able to
Locked
keep
in on it.
He's able to keep his attention span on Miss Rachel, learning. I can see him. He's in the distance. Touch your nose. Where's your say mama? And I could hear him saying mama. I can hear him touching his nose. I can hear him doing his things. And he's fully entrenched. He's well on his way to becoming an iPad kid.
Did you just almost lose a finger?
Fuck, bro.
Bite him?
No, he stuck a finger in
Video,
the
that's
dog's.
a lawsuit.
He stuck his finger in the dog's mouth.
All right. Has Miss Rachel negotiated that hostage situation yet?
It's very it's a very creepy setup. Like she looks kind of like aggressively captive, but it's okay if she teaches my kid how to say mama and dada.
Perfect.
I'm cool with it.
Sweet.
All right. Yeah, so I got a few. First off, if anybody has listened to the previous episodes, we had another episode the other night. The fucking cockroach was back. But this time, I got his ass.
I don't even remember what you're talking about. And I'm at every episode, and I have no idea what you're talking
So
about.
let me recap. In the middle of the night, Carl was dead asleep, and Tiff was breastfeeding, and Tiff woke him up, freaking out. He woke up, and he was dazed and confused, and it was because a cockroach had crawled across Tiff's foot.
Yes, nailed it.
Interesting.
And I couldn't find it that night, and then I just said, screw it. And then, like, 3 or 4 nights later, she saw it again. This time, I got the motherfucker. So that situation is taken care of. Another update I got. So
You think that
got,
was the only cockroach in your house?
Yeah. We're clean people. It was just a big, and there you go. There. All right. Good job, Pitch. Getting after it.
Come here. Pitch up.
Anyways, so we've got another buddy that we've been talking about trying to get on the podcast named Ty Kelly. He's a little influencer. We used to play baseball with him.
Shout out Ty Kelly.
Shout out Ty
Yeah,
Kelly.
shout out Ty
I
Kelly.
used
He's
to be
got
roommates with Ty Kelly. You guys know
really.
that? Yeah, we lived at the district.
Oh yeah,
together.
that's right. But yeah, he's got. If you guys don't follow him, he's got a great page. Check it out. He does a bunch of funny stuff. He does a lot of Chick-fil-A parody stuff. But we've been talking to him about getting on here, and I looked through my phone and I saw his number, and I was like, oh man, well I know we're filming this week. Let's try and get him on the podcast. And I texted him. I was like, hey, it's Jameson. Like, I just wanted to reach out to you, like, see if you want to come on the podcast. And I was like, who?
Oh,
I was like, oh, Jameson from college, from baseball. He's like, nah, it doesn't ring a bell. My son says that you're probably a scammer.
Wait, did you call this person or is that just a text?
It was a text.
So you're just imagining what the person's voice sounds like?
100%.
He put a little cigarette at the end.
Yeah.
You're definitely a scammer. But yeah, so I guess he's changed his number since college.
You should have let me know. He sent me his new number last week when I was talking to him.
Well, yeah, so you can take care of that.
He goes, hey, heads up, I got a new number. You probably still have my one from college.
Yeah,
Not me.
apparently I missed that memo. And then
He's a dad of
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be a good
Whoa.
one to have on here.
yeah.
And then my last update was the kid slept through the night last night.
Let's go. It's
big.
That's big,
Yeah.
dude.
Big.
But
big time.
well, basically slept through the night. He woke up at like 5:30, so it was like an hour before he usually does. But Tiff was not prepared for this, so she woke up at like 4, and she was like, "Oh, I think I should pump." But he's definitely gonna wake up. He always does, like soon. He didn't wake up, so she didn't wake up. So when he did finally wake up, she was fully loaded.
Yeah.
And she was like, you have to wake up and feed this kid a bottle in the morning, because if I try to breastfeed him right now, I'm going to take his head off.
It's like a shotgun.
Yeah. Just shotgun shell to the face. And so that was a little annoying, but it was great. He slept through the night and perfect.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Very
hopefully that trend continues.
Probably not.
Yeah. Probably won't, because they always go back to a regression eventually.
Yeah.
And my kids are only 6 months old. We luckily have only had like one regression with the sleep, but it was like basically back to like newborn stage.
Oof.
For like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it was like miserable. So hopefully that continues for you guys. I'm happy
We'll
for
see.
you. Getting a little sleep.
Yeah. Well, I've been getting sleep because Tiff breastfeeds, but she's been getting sleep.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I always felt bad about that.
yeah,
Nah, I
No,
didn't
you
really feel that-
didn't.
I didn't really feel that bad.
No,
But,
you didn't.
but
No.
like, I look back and I'm like, man,
You said like you never really got up, right?
not very often, no.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. So, like, Emily and I were talking about this today, actually, with TJ when we were on our walk. I was like, well, yeah, like, if we only had one kid, I wouldn't wake up. Like, there's no sense in both
There
of
was
us being tired the next day if I can't do anything. I can do stuff during the day. I can't do it in the middle of the night.
At first, I was waking up, and because I think our kind of process was, okay, the baby's awake. All right, well, while she's awake, like, let's go in, change her, and like while I'm changing her, Janie would be getting ready to breastfeed, and then like I'd bring Kennedy out, and then I'd go back to bed. But then we kind of were like changing her just like wakes her up more, so we stopped doing that. And so I was like, well, what's the point of getting up other than to sit there and be like, good job, like moral support.
For me, it was split duty because he wasn't latching well, so I was doing
you were doing
bottle
bottles,
feeding.
Yeah, that makes more sense if you're doing
So
all bottle.
Yeah, I was up a lot.
Yeah, if we were doing bottles, I would have got up more.
Yeah, like if it's breastfeeding, like I said, Emily and I were literally just talking about this a couple hours ago. I was like, if you were breastfeeding and it was one kid, it's like there's literally nothing I can do. Yeah. And she goes, "Yeah, I'd have fucking woke your ass up." I said, "Oh, well."
There's a lot you could get her a glass of water.
You could take care of the other side, get the letdown.
Nice.
Get it yourself. Yeah, good excuse.
I mean, yeah.
So do you have any updates?
Yeah. So
also, side note, I hope that you can't hear that on the podcast because it's loud. I can hear it on my own headphones.
Oh, whatever.
All right. So
anyways,
there you go.
Yeah, we just started. So we got the okay to start like some purees or baby led weaning, whichever route we wanted to go. We are starting with purees, and then I think probably in a couple of weeks we'll start doing some more solid foods and things like that. Emily just downloaded that app that you were talking about.
I forgot what it was.
Somebody,
called again.
Somebody found the actual name of
not
it.
Called. It's not called. I think I said it was called Smart Eats. That's not what it's called.
No,
Megan told me
it's
what it
called.
was.
Yeah. Emily.
I don't know, I texted
Emily
it to you guys.
downloaded the app because what's really cool is like it shows you like at different stages how you should like cut the food and stuff. Like you were saying, I thought that was really cool because like I had no idea, how to cut a strip of egg to give to your kid. kind of thing.
You gotta cut it.
You have to like cut
long
it certain
strips.
ways depending on where they're at, like in the process. Which is so like that app's kind of cool. So like if you're thinking about going like the baby led weaning route, I'll get the name of the app because I don't remember what it was
I don't
called
know
either.
what it's called.
But I definitely would suggest that app. But we started with purees. One of the kids, Blake, loves food, which is the one that is very much like me.
Daddy
Fair.
Zero.
Yeah. The other one, we gave him green beans. Was the first like little puree thing we gave him, and she went like made like the nastiest face. Was like, I don't want nothing to do with that. Like, where's my bottle at? Kind of thing. So we're kind of finagling our way through that process. Also, as of 2 days ago, they have started to like boycott one of their naps during the day, where like they're just like, nope, not going down. So I think we're going to start making that transition from 3 naps to 2 naps, which means like wake windows will be a little longer. So like we were talking about it this morning about like, hey, like if the wake windows are longer, we can start doing more things and not have to worry about like, oh man, like we're going to miss the nap and then it's just everything's going to be thrown off and whatever, like staying in that routine. So we were talking about like, it might be easier to like go to the zoo like we were talking about last week where it's like, hey, now we have a 3.5 hour window, put them in the car, let them nap on the way there, go to the zoo, let them nap on the way back. And it's like, there's their 2 naps for the day.
I think we, and you included excuse me, you included Cardwell, need to teach the Robersons like how to do theme parks in the zoos and stuff like that. Because you guys weren't theme parkers.
Oh yeah.
Pre-kids, right?
Yeah.
Like you weren't like solo, adult Disney type people.
No.
And now you have to take, like you have no experience and you're going to be like, all right, let's go do Disney with the family and try to do a 12-hour day. That's tough to do with no experience.
True.
No, you got to know the spots, and you don't have to give Tiff much of an excuse.
You said no. You think it's easy. You think it's
No, I'm not saying I think it's easy. I'm just saying I've never been a theme park person.
I'll tell you what.
In general, like I would go if there was like a group of people going, but like
Yeah.
like me and Emily wouldn't just like make a trip to go to like Universal.
right.
The
Like
zoo.
just me and her. Like
The zoo is a great start. The Jacksonville Zoo, man, I freaking love that zoo. We go all the time. And you know what? I don't even know why I love it so much because those animals, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing.
We saw the tigers last time. They were out.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, but they
That's
don't.
sick.
were they like eating lunch?
But they don't do anything.
No, so they're just
It's
hanging
a
out.
dance monkey
What
dance.
I mean, but like, what do animals do?
I will say the other day I was there like just last weekend, and they had this giant sprinkler on for the elephants, and one elephant was just like standing there, like almost looked like a fat sad person just standing there like letting the water drip on your head, right? Everybody can kind of
Looked
picture
like
that.
you looked like you in the shower listening to your voice.
Abs in the shower. That's exactly
It's
what I
me
was
in the
thinking.
shower, yeah. And then the other one was like rolling around in the mud, like where the water was going. That was pretty entertaining. But for the most part, yeah, the animals at the zoo don't do anything. But it's great walking. It's a good,
My new favorite picture on my phone, my rotating screensaver on my phone, my new favorite one is Ivy feeding the giraffe.
Great moment.
That
Oh,
is
that's
cool.
cool.
That's pretty sick.
That is feeding the
That's
giraffes.
pretty sick.
Feeding the giraffes is cool.
Yeah, like I can't wait till like once the kids get to like 2 years old and we make a trip down to South Florida. I want to take them to like Lion Country Safari because that place is like, bro, that's like a zoo on steroids, dude.
Yeah.
That place is baller.
That's the one you drive through?
That's
Yeah.
it's a drive
Yeah.
through.
There's one like that. Janie keeps telling me about one like that in North
Yeah.
Carolina.
The idea of like going to the zoo and not having to get out of your car is pretty awesome.
yeah.
Dude, it's so
Absolutely.
It's so much fun.
But the zoo sell they sell beer too, so it's great.
Oh,
Dude,
sick.
you literally walk around, drink beer.
You bring the beer
like,
stick?
I don't know if they would let me. They don't check your bags for shit,
Yeah,
so
why
I could
could-
bring
yeah,
I
you
could
can
bring
bring it.
anything.
You can bring it.
They say you're not supposed to bring any food or drinks. Like honestly, I've started to like scope it out. Hopefully, nobody from the zoo watches this.
They also have a splash pad donated by John Haight.
By John Haight. Shout out John Haight.
Shout out John Haight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Although
Local,
it's-
local legend.
they do need to
UNF supporter.
It's hella slippery though. I've been like twice since we went. That was the first time I ever went. I've been twice since then, and like Kennedy's like falling all over the place, like just busting her ass.
Well, that's just because she's uncoordinated.
Yeah, maybe that's she's not an athlete
'Cause
like
she's- yeah.
like her old man.
Yeah.
But yeah, the zoo they sell beer. I've kind of scoped out the different kinds of beer that they sell. I've thought about just like bringing my own 16-ounce Mick Ultra aluminum bottles. They're not gonna know
Boom.
the difference, right?
There
You
go.
shouldn't announce
Shouldn't
it
announce
on a
it.
public podcast.
Hopefully nobody from the zoo is watching.
lot of zoo subscribers.
And I'm just there's nothing like us.
Yeah. So I did have one more thing that I forgot. If you guys didn't know, Landon, part of the reason that we went with Landon was because
Amanda Norris.
her parents and us are big McLaren fans. This is a little niche reference, but Lando Norris, first win. Had to break out the McLaren merch.
Shout out
Wasn't the Christmas
Lando.
card all Red Bull stuff a couple years ago?
Yeah, well, they like Max
Then
too,
Tiff's,
but
then
they're-
Tiff's dad bought a McLaren. So
I
yeah.
think they like the person who wins the race.
Yeah.
no, we love some Lando. He's a good dude, but know him personally. No, I don't. But anyways, yeah. So got his first win. So Landon had a good time watching Lando win the other day.
I will say this. That was the first Formula One race that I watched this year because I've kind of started to boycott Formula One because
Max just
it's
wins
the
everything.
same guy. It's not fun to watch.
And he doesn't just like win, he like dominates.
Right. It's not.
It's like not even close.
At least it used to be like 4 or 5 guys that could win. Right. It was like the Hamilton, Bottas, Max, all these guys like could win.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like it's not even like Red Bull. It's just Max.
To put it
like
in perspective,
Checo's got no shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to put it in perspective, if you go on the Hard Rock Sportsbook, they have a specialty bet that is winner of the race, except for Max.
Right. Like who's
They've
gonna
got
come in
literally
second?
a second place winner.
Yeah. It's just not fun to watch anymore. But I did turn that race on just because it was in Florida and Miami, and it was kind of middle of the afternoon during nap time when I turned it on, and yeah, freaking Lando Norris wins the race, dude.
Great race.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
All right.
Daniel Ricciardo qualified like 4th
He
and then
ca- he
started in 20th. I don't really know what happened.
No, that was the sprint. They had a sprint race. So he came
Yeah,
in
but-
4th in the sprint race. He started in 20th in the regular race.
That's what I'm saying. So, but he qualified in 4th. Like he started the sprint in 4th and then finished in 4th. So he must have had a good qualifying too.
No, his qualifying sucked.
Then how did he start the
They're two
race in
different
4th
things.
place? You qualify for the sprint,
Yeah.
right? And then the sprint,
Well,
your
this
position
is
in the
there's
sprint
the sprint
determines
quality
your
and the
start.
record. We won't get into the nitty gritty of it. There's a lot.
Shout out Daniel Ricciardo, bro. He is the fucking man.
Danny Rick.
I don't care what anybody
Unicorn.
says. Daniel Ricciardo, if you don't like Formula One, you like Daniel Ricciardo.
If there was
I don't care.
one Formula One driver on the grid that would rip a beer stick, it would be Daniel Ricciardo.
He did a
100%.
shoey. He did a shoey when he won.
Yeah, he does the shoey, dude.
Yeah.
He's the man.
Love that.
Love
So
Daniel Rick.
we should get. I got a little bit of a core to talk about. So to come with the times down here in Florida, Memorial Weekend coming up. What are you laughing at?
To come with the times
What
down
does that
here
even
in
mean?
Florida. What?
What does that even mean?
What is that? Cardwell, you're allowed to think and then speak. You don't have to just. It's in. Okay, so this is a little like. This is a little inside baseball. So for those that are listening, you probably don't understand this, but Cardwell does a lot. He live produces the episodes using an iPad and an application called Switcher Studio. It's phenomenal. Shout out Switcher Studio. They do great work where it allows us to have multiple camera angles and kind of play sound effects and all this stuff. But it's very difficult because I've done it in Cardwell's absence. It's very difficult to do that and then also be able to interject in kind of a conversational manner, right? It's tough to cue that up. So what Cardwell does is he tries to start talking to like get the timing of the talking right, but then he forgets that you need to know what you're going to say. So then he stumbles over the first 10 to 12 words and does not say anything other than nonsense babble.
He says things like, to get with the times here in Florida.
To get with the times.
All right. Anyways, yeah. So
Memorial Day weekend coming up.
So to time with the cum down here in Florida.
Oh my God.
Memorial Day is coming up, and also this week it's going to be like 96 degrees.
Love that.
A little too much.
No, love it.
Anyways, so I wanted to talk about. We're going to be going down to Tiff's parents' house down in Astor for Memorial Day, and going to be putting Landon in the pool for the first time, getting some pool experience. I wanted to hear y'all's experiences with, dealing with having somebody less than 6 months old or whatever now, either way, in the sun, not wanting to get sunburnt, dealing with, overheating, pool temperatures, all that stuff. Like there's a lot of shit that goes into it. It's not just hop in the pool, like hang out outside.
It's true. I want to say I think 6 months is right around the time. I don't remember this perfectly.
It's 6 months
that you can start using sunscreen.
Yeah. So I was reading this the other day. They said 6 months for sunscreen, and they said apparently there's two kinds of sunscreen. There's chemical and mineral sunscreen. And so they said the ones you want are the zinc oxide and titanium oxide are the two that are okay.
Just buy the one in the baby section.
Yeah,
it's probably the right stuff. Don't buy the one.
Didn't know that. That's pretty dang good information.
Yeah,
Did you? I didn't know.
Yeah, it's like mineral sunscreen. Like they make like there's like copper tone and copper tone baby.
Yeah,
that statement might be the most informative piece of information that we've put out through 31 episodes. That right there. Yeah. What'd you say? Titanium oxide?
So the two that it said was zinc oxide, which is like the white stuff that you see on like lifeguards' nose and stuff like that. And then the other one's titanium oxide. They're the two mineral sunscreens out there that don't have chemicals in them.
And do you know which one's better?
They said either one.
What's the difference?
One's zinc, one's titanium.
So our level of
both have oxide.
Our ability to inform the audience ceases at those are the two.
I think like I don't know.
Abs is right though. Just shop it in. I don't know in the baby section.
But
like,
seriously,
grab that one.
Don't buy your sunscreen in the beach section. You got to buy your sunscreen in the baby section. And it's different. It's like where they don't even think about it, pitch. Like where like at Publix, like where you buy the formula and the puffs and the diapers and all that stuff. That's where they sell like the baby medicine and the baby sunscreen. It's in a different section.
Yeah.
So that's typically what I go. If it says baby on it, I'm sure it's been tested on babies. So it's probably.
I think it's pretty easy when they're that young, Cardwell, in terms of like you're just putting them in the pool for a little bit. They're going to be on a floaty device. Hopefully, they're not just even if you held them, they're not trying to get away from you really. So it's not as stressful. But I remember when I went in with Ivy, we went in as a family. It was like me and Megan and my mom and my dad. And my dad was like so nervous. I'm like, dude, we're all here. We're all holding the baby. Yeah. Like, it's going to be fine. But there is some level of like, God, it's like this pool is a very scary thing. And most parents recognize that it's a very scary thing. But from what I remember, we had him shaded with sunglasses on, like full body suit, hat over his head, and this baby sunscreen, and we put him in like a floaty device. We just went over the top with like safety precautions.
Big old bucket hat.
And then they poop their diaper every 20 minutes. You gotta go change it anyway.
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
realize with those water diapers. So, the water diapers literally like just reject water, right? Like any liquid, including pee. So like if you set him down and he has a water diaper on, you might come back and he'll be soaked because it will just like reject his piss out of the diaper.
Well, I mean, everybody's pissing in the pool. Who cares about that?
yeah.
No, I'm saying like if you set him down, don't be surprised you come back and he's like soaking wet. Because like
that's
I
fair.
literally did that at Trey's house. I set my daughter down with the like water diaper thing on, and I came back and I'm like, we haven't even been to the fucking pool yet. How are you wet? And I'm like, oh,
Did
you peed yourself?
Did you put it on inside out?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It literally just like shoots out.
Well, no, that's what you do after they soil it. You just flip it around and put it back on.
Yeah, I'm like terrified of Ivy like pooping in the pool. I've said this on the podcast. He's pooped in the bath a couple times. You guys dealt with that yet or no?
Oh,
no.
No, not
Landon
yet.
poops in the bathtub
What?
4 or 5 times a
Something
week.
about that warm water really.
Now they're
Loosens
not
the old
they're
butthole.
not they're
See, I
not
didn't-
like they're not like blow out like shits. It's like skid mark fart type thing. Like you get them because we swaddle them with the little towel
Yeah.
and then get that wet and then kind of keeps them like little.
See, I didn't
cocooned
really
up.
do baths. I just did.
But every time we get him out of that little towel that's in the bathtub, there's always like a little like boop
Hmm.
right
Well,
in it.
takes
Then we gotta clean the towel.
Takes after his father.
Yeah, sticky shits.
You can't trust a fart after 2 months, I guess. I thought it was like you don't trust a fart after 25. Apparently, you don't trust a fart after 2 months in the Cardwell house. Very cool.
Don't trust a
Um,
fart after 2
But yeah, with the others, the long sleeve like bathing suit, stuff like that, a hat.
What about the like the overheating aspect of it? Like, how long were you guys, okay with the kids being outside? Also, chlorinated pools. I had a question about that. Is that like?
I've never noticed.
I think that's probably a better question for Google than
Yeah.
3 fat guys that
Is
don't
your
know
pool
anything.
is your pool chlorinated?
No, it's salt water.
I've learned. I don't know if you guys
I don't even
noticed.
know what
I've
kind of
Saltwater
pools.
chlorination, yeah.
I don't know. Well, this pool's saltwater. So it doesn't matter. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've learned just about 95% of my parenting skills from everything that we've talked about here. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes
We
sense,
are-
Caleb
we
Williams.
I mean, I definitely
we
don't.
are a unicorn.
I definitely don't read. That's for sure.
Oh God. No.
So
They don't like make books.
They don't
yeah,
write
I mean,
books.
like I'll watch like a video maybe every now and then, like try
They
to
don't
figure
write
some
books
stuff
about this.
out. But yeah, the overheating element wasn't that big of a deal because they're just gonna get a little fussy, and like as soon as they get, you think like, oh, we're gonna go do a pool day, and then he's just gonna hang out in the pool and just like have fun for they're
Yeah,
not.
it's not. It's
They're gonna
not
let
like
you.
a-
They're gonna let you know, like almost immediately. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not into this.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
not like
my
a.
thing.
It's not like a college party where like you're in the pool so long that you just like come out and you're beat red.
Right.
Like
yeah.
you're gonna be. You're if anything, you'll probably be overly cautious with them, which is like completely fine. Like it's always better to be overly cautious than
Yeah,
just
you
like,
won't have him in the
yeah,
pool for longer than
cocaine dad or
20
heroin
minutes.
dad, whatever it was.
heroin dad. Yeah, he won't be in the pool for longer than like 20 minutes.
Yeah. We've
If
also
he even likes it. I mean, does he like
Yeah.
baths?
loves baths.
Oh, then he'll probably like.
Loves
Kennedy
baths.
loves the pool, dude. She's obsessed.
The other thing, like we try to get, obviously get him out of the house as much as possible. But the thing that sucks about, I know you're pumped about it, but the thing that sucks about it being like 95 degrees is like, I don't really feel comfortable taking him on a stroller walk when
Get
we
the
walk
fan.
Rocket. I mean, we have a fan, and still, like, if it's
Bladeless fans, dude.
if it's like not 6 o'clock in the morning when we're walking or like nighttime, he's just fussing no matter what. We could put 30 fans on him. It's like he just gets pissed off immediately.
That's interesting. Ivy wasn't like that. He was.
Yeah, my
we
girl-
did Disney World in like August, I think. And he took naps in the stroller. I mean, he's just sweating through every outfit you put him in, but he was okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
like,
were doing SeaWorld. The zoo is hot.
Yeah, we do a walk
Shit,
every
man.
day at 5:30 ish, and our girls are fine. Yeah, they don't get the only time they get like super fussy is if like they're just like, hey dude, I'm fucking tired, bro. Like,
Yeah.
can we just go inside?
Maybe just got to force him through it.
He's just soft.
Or I mean, it's always you got to cycle
Every
through.
baby's different.
Some
right?
babies are if it's hot they're not liking it, but also They could be hungry.
Yeah.
It might just be like a tired, hungry thing. You'd be surprised that like they'll sleep when they're tired and they'll eat when they're hungry, and then you're like, are you okay? Are you too hot? And it's like, you got to be smart about it. But if you have a fan on them and you're keeping them in the shade and they got the right sunscreen on, like, you'll be surprised that they're pretty they're pretty resilient little buggers.
Fair enough.
This is true. I've got a couple other topics. I'd like. How we doing on time?
We can throw another topic
got-
out there,
I've
but I
got-
do want to get to the question.
My dog clearly wants to go outside. I can tell she wants to go take a
She
wants to go take a little skid
we
walk,
had,
doesn't
we had
she?
that question thing too. All right, well, let's talk about this.
Yeah,
I
what do
think
you
this
got?
is important. This is relevant with the times. Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes,
Oh.
it is.
For those of you
Yeah.
that don't know, Mother's Day,
So when this
is
comes out,
this
it will
weekend.
already have been Mother's Day.
it will have already been
But-
Mother's Day. So,
And
if
we
you're
all already have our plans. We're
Mhm.
right. We're not figuring it
Yep.
out right now for
Yep.
3 days from now.
Yep.
correct.
Way ahead of the game.
Got it.
Correct.
All of
I've
us.
already got plans. But for you two big boys over there, wife's first Mother's Days. Yeah?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
As far as I know.
It'd be weird if it wasn't. What's the plans? This will air after Mother's Day, so we're not giving away any secrets.
Yeah. What's the plan?
What's the plan?
You just
He's got a point.
you just said you had it all
Yeah, what
figured
do you
out.
got?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. Let's talk to the person who clearly stated into the microphone literally 30 seconds ago that he has the plan
Of
all
course I have
figured out.
plans. I'm not
Yeah.
figuring it out right now.
Of course.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the plans, and they're the plans. It's a surprise, so I don't want to ruin it.
Right, but this will air after Mother's Day.
I know, but I don't want one of you guys to tell your wife something, and then she leaks it to Emily. Like,
I don't
you know.
talk to my wife that much, so it's impossible.
I think this is a safe space. You can go ahead and tell it just what's your plan.
always a hit.
What is
Great clip.
your plan?
Don't have one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's her
plan-
first
the plan
Mother's
is no
Day,
plan.
too.
We are 3 days away.
Yeah.
And you know that plan needs to be 4 times as good.
Why?
Because you said it's 4 times as hard to raise twins.
He did
Yeah.
say
Got a
that.
point.
I agree. It
You
is.
did.
And you
say-
don't have a plan?
You got no plan,
No.
bruh.
He's gonna.
Nothing.
Pitch
planned.
stop.
He's got to see how good his bets are the next
I
couple of
don't
days.
have babysitters or anything. So like, maybe I'll make her dinner or something. I don't know.
Well,
You know,
like
it's
you know,
funny-
there's a
it's
such
funny.
thing as
maybe
like
she,
you, could- you know
maybe
you
she
could-
wants
you
like a maybe she wants like an egg sandwich or
could-
something.
first of all, you could hire you could hire babysitters. One, but also like you should probably like do something with your kids because it's Mother's Day.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that, and it's funny that you say bring up babysitter because I was thinking about this earlier. When your children are young, right? Especially Mother's Day. I mean, Father's Day is too, kind of, but you want to celebrate being a mother and like celebrate with your children, the people who made you a mother and all this stuff, or a father or whatever. But as these kids get older, when I got older and my brother and sister were older, Mother's Day for my mom was like, leave me the fuck alone. Like
Yeah.
Mother's Day is like mom's one day off.
Dang,
when does it
that's-
make that switch?
That's crazy. Man. I'm sorry. My mom wanted to spend time with me
She
on Mother's
did?
Day. Yeah, dude. My
No,
mom.
my
loves me.
My mom on Mother's Day was like, no,
Get away
no,
from
I'm not.
My
I'm not your
mama.
mom. I'm not your mom today. Leave me alone. You guys are on your own. Make your own damn dinner. But she was also like, I don't need you to do anything for me. Like, don't do anything for me. I just want the day to myself. It's Mother's Day.
I think that might be. I'm sure that some people have that experience also, but that might be a unique experience. I think a lot of people's mothers want to spend time with their children. I think
No,
that's.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well.
Yeah, no. Emily said she wants to like explore like taking the kids down to the beach and stuff like that. So we're probably gonna do something like that. Like basically whatever she wants to do. Because I mean,
Smart.
you
Why
know,
would
it's Mother's Day?
why
Why
make-
would it be what I want to
Why
do?
make plans?
Well, this is. I thought you
She
know,
should make the plans.
She should make the plans
No,
for what she wants to do.
No, what I thought you were gonna say is she's not my mother.
She's not my mom.
Yeah, what are Blake and Riley gonna do for her?
Yeah, what are they
Their
doing?
She wakes up and goes, "Where's my friends?" You go, "I don't know. Those kids, they must have forgot."
Yeah,
I got
that's
my
what,
mom
that's what I'm gonna do.
something.
I'm gonna use the kids' college fund and say, this is what they got you.
And that's called gaslighting.
I got my mom something. Blake, Riley, what'd you get for your mom? Oh,
No, we
That's really funny.
were talking about like doing like a little beach day and finding a way to like explore down to the beach and like taking the kids to the beach for the first time. So other than
Take it
that,
to the beach,
no
Mom.
plans.
Yeah, maybe
Hadn't
get a
gotten-
card.
Well, yeah.
Maybe add
Yeah.
a card. Maybe add a card in there.
Yeah, I actually already have a card in my truck.
Put like a Starbucks gift card. Maybe add that also.
That's a good call.
What's
Yeah.
the point
Maybe
of gifting your significant other a gift card?
Yeah, she's using
Like,
my credit
just-
card
just-
anyway.
Hey, here's the credit card.
Yeah.
Get whatever you want. But now
If
whatever.
there's
debt
one
free,
thing I've
debt free
learned, it's
2024.
not to take advice from abs. It's not take advice from him.
Dude, I'm out of
Li-
the park
I'm
off.
Come-
I was trying to think about what I am.
I'm a little drunk.
I'm not drunk.
Coming from the guy that says live, laugh, love.
That is the order that it is in.
I'm living it up.
I don't see.
I'm laughing it up.
I'll walk in anybody's kitchen because that sign's always in the kitchen. It's not anywhere else in anybody's house. You walk in anybody's kitchen, I don't see one that says love, live, laugh.
It's true. Love after you laugh.
If they wanted you to love first, they would have put it first.
That's a good point, man.
It's not like they're in alphabetical order. Or
Hard
anything.
takes
Like,
by ad.
Let's see if Cardwell has a better plan for his significant other's first Mother's Day. Maybe you can steal some stuff and take some notes. What do you
That's
got?
why I
Cardwell?
tried to have him go first.
Yeah, we know.
Ditto. Doing that.
Yep.
You got
Oh,
nothing also?
interesting.
No.
What?
So here's the problem. Tiff hates.
Tiff asked her mom to come babysit.
No, here's the thing. Tiff hates flowers. Is not a good gift acceptor. And doesn't really. They don't really do big holiday things, so it's really difficult. I did say that I was gonna go. We got a really good butcher shop right down the street from us, so I was gonna go get some real nice steaks, some good truffle butter, and do some good smoking up of some steaks.
Why you say it like that?
Because that's what it is. It's black truffle butter. It's good. It's
Yeah.
good.
I'd like to
Nice.
go back. She's not a good gift acceptor. What is that? Like, is she like it's an avocado. Thanks.
Yes.
Usually,
Yes.
Usually, people who aren't good gift acceptors, it's because they got a bad gift.
Because
from
the
a
gift
bad
was shitty.
No. I have given
She's
her.
really bad at accepting
No.
my gifts.
No.
It's like,
No, you can ask her. I have given her.
you got me an Xbox 360.
I've
Not
given
even
her.
the newest
We can
one.
both use it.
No, it'd be really cool. No, check it out. Like, I got two controllers.
No,
You'll get
I've
it
given
super
her.
retro.
I've given her some of the best gifts. I give the best gifts.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I got her. Listen, I got her a signed picture thing by Stan Lee, and we're big Marvel people. That was pretty dope.
Like Stanley from The Office.
No, Stan Lee, like
Stanley
Mr.
Yelnats
Mr.
from
Stan
Holmes?
Lee.
Like the cup, the big cup, like
Yeah.
the Yeti competitor.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa, that's pretty good.
No, so but I don't
God,
know.
we should
Wait. And so
we
you
should have
hold
a
on.
Stanley party. We should have a Stanley party where everybody comes dressed up as some kind of Stanley.
There's a lot of Stanleys out there. Hold on. So you got her a great gift, a signed Stanley, but she didn't accept it well.
That one she did, but she
So
just
wait. Okay,
Right.
so she
So when
accepts
it's a good gift.
Well,
Here's the thing. She does not like to be surprised with things. Like, she's the kind of person that if she's gonna get a gift, she wants to pick out her own thing. Like, if I'm getting her something.
No. I think it's just because she doesn't trust you to
no,
pick out the
no,
thing that
no,
she wants.
No.
Just give her,
Trust
a
me.
card with $100 cash in it.
Yeah.
Knock
Anyways.
yourself out, kid.
Anyways, so we're gonna be doing the steaks and stuff like that. We're gonna be doing that for Mother's Day. But I don't know if you guys remember this. The day after is our 1-year wedding anniversary.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I do remember your wedding being on Mother's Day weekend
Yes.
last year.
I
So
don't remember that.
what we're doing for that is
Yeah.
we got a babysitter.
Nice.
Why are you looking at me?
Okay.
Babysitter. And so when she was pregnant, right down the road from us, they opened up like this really, really nice like oyster bar and steakhouse called Gemma. And we went, and obviously Tiff loves oysters and like caviar, all that stuff, and she couldn't have anything that she wanted when she was pregnant. So I'm taking her back there and basically just giving her free reign of all of the things that place has to offer
Nice.
All right.
for that. And
Nice.
yeah, that's
Man,
pretty much
that's
that.
going to be you didn't time up the marriage thing very well. You got to set these events, like, you got to spread them out. It's like the people who like, oh, my wedding anniversary and Christmas are so close, because you got to double down. So you're going to have to every year double down Mother's Day and
You want to know the worst part about
wedding
it
anniversary
is not only am I going to have to double down on that,
The worst part about your wedding day and Mother's Day. Continue.
Yeah, proceed.
Yeah.
I
Anyways, like I was saying,
I'm on the same page.
so I'm gonna have to double down on that, and I'm also at the same time going to be halving my enjoyment of my birthday is the same weekend as Father's Day all the time.
No, you should get double.
No, she should be
No,
doubling down.
that
on
never
that as
works
well.
that way.
Doubling down.
Yeah, I'll get double the edgers.
I think I agree. I think Cardwell's getting shafted twice because he has. It almost feels like because it was Mother's Day that it's like it's also all on him to do the anniversary,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like
Right.
it's my Mother's Day anniversary, and it's like I don't want to have to work on Mother's Day to plan my anniversary.
Yeah.
So it's like all on you. And then I agree. Father's Day, birthday is like I got you a tie. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know, it's a
And
two
what
for
do
one.
guys want to do?
It's a reversible tie.
What do you guys want to do on their birthday and on their Father's Day? Golf. Guess what? If it's in the same weekend, I only got one excuse to golf.
It's true. You're not getting.
No, you got
you're not
one.
getting
Yeah.
double. You're not getting double golfs.
I'm not getting double
You're
golf
not, getting,
skis.
you're not getting double golfs.
That's true.
Yeah, there's not enough points for that.
You can't.
true.
You can't golf on your wedding anniversary.
Unless Tiff wants
Maybe.
to golf.
I mean, you golfed on the wedding day.
That was pretty.
That was before he was married.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I guess we all good on Mother's Day. Anybody else got anything to say about
Yeah,
Mother's
you guys
Day?
got anything planned?
Oh no, I have something on the way. It's a arts and crafts project that, if you notice, there's a footprint of Ivy with like a couple pictures that we have downstairs, and Megan was like, "I would like to do a footprint every year for Mother's Day." Are you yawning? Is that boring?
No, I was like in shock. Every year,
I
do
know that that's a
footprint?
yawn face. Don't try
Every
to
year
lie.
do a footprint.
So she wants, like do a footprint. So I have something on the way, which I need to check on because it's not here. I'm a little nervous. I was gonna do it
Same.
before she got back. Oh, same.
My gift's not gonna arrive.
It's not here
Yeah, it's not
yet.
gonna-
It's not
I
here
was,
yet.
no, I was gonna do it
I gotta
before.
check
I was gonna do
tracking.
it. I was gonna do it before Megan got back. So like, I have plenty of time. I could get Ivy set him up, let him stomp on it. Now I gotta like figure out how to do it without her.
Wait a second. Here's
No.
another side of that though. You don't think that she's gonna want to stamp the feet down?
What?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
I think it should be okay if it's just
I
done.
think she'll be okay.
Well, like if
somebody
it doesn't
else
arrive in time, then she'll have to. Here's your gift. There you go.
set it up yourself.
You know what I hate? See, like that's why I don't think you're a good gift giver. Because the worst thing about a gift is when you have to like do something to like make it.
No,
a
but
gift.
that's different though because this is
like
an
when somebody
experience
like
with your
unless
child.
unless it's a puzzle or like a Lego set, which is like meant to be enjoyed by putting it together. I don't want somebody to give me like a project to do.
Hey, I sent you a link to some concert tickets.
Like here's a or like yeah like
go
what's-
on and order the tickets.
Here's a tie-dye T-shirt.
the
kit.
queue's only 10,000 people.
right.
Pick
Like
your
if somebody gives me like a tie-dye T-shirt kit, and then I'm expected to like make my own tie-dye T-shirt, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna own a tie-dye T-shirt kit for the rest of my life because I'm not
And
gonna do
and
it
a plain white T-shirt.
in a plain white T-shirt. I'm not gonna do it.
One of my go-to gifts. This became an inside joke with me and my aunt, Tumblr Jeannie, as you all know her. This became an inside joke between the two of us that I always wanted to get people like. I love the idea of like an edible arrangement. Like who doesn't love an edible arrangement?
Love edibles.
But they're so expensive. Like edible arrangements are so expensive. And it's
Yeah,
like,
they are.
What do you get? Like 5 strawberries and some, and it's like the honeydew melon. Nobody even likes the honeydew melon.
Yeah.
Right.
So I started getting my Aunt Jean every year.
Whopper, Whopper.
Not a Whopper. I would buy her a.
Phenomenal timing. I can't. It's really good timing. That's really good.
I
timing.
would get her a DIY edible arrangement. So I'd go to the grocery store and
Start picking out fruit.
I'd go to the grocery
got
store.
your
I'd buy a
cantaloupe,
fruit
Jeannie.
salad. I'd buy a fruit salad. I'd buy like skewers, and I'd buy like the melting dipping chocolate. And usually, I think I would put it all in like a styrofoam cooler and give it to her. And then the styrofoam cooler was double use. Flip it over. You stick the skewers in the cooler, and now there's your DIY edible arrangement for half the price of what a real edible arrangement
I
costs.
think Aunt Jean is not a good gift receiver.
No, she loves the DIY edible arrangement. She was a huge fan of it. She wanted to take a picture of
You
it.
said you got it for every. It's like funny once. Did you get how many times you get it for?
I think twice.
Yeah, I think she went. I think the second time she was like, again,
No, she loves it. She loves it.
again. At least it's cut.
Yeah. She's like,
Like,
give her
you
like a
better
whole
look like
a
a
envelope.
pineapple.
It's better than the.
Get her like a cantaloupe and like a cut down tree and be like, you can make your own skewers out of this. Look at that.
I heard.
You got a lathe.
You know what? For next year, what you should get her is 5 bags of M&Ms so she could make her own M&M casserole.
Smart.
That's a good idea.
If you want the recipe for M&M casserole,
M&M casserole,
Merch store.
dude.
if you want I was gonna like do a little plug there. You interrupted me.
It's so good.
If you want the recipe for M&M casserole, check out the Bad Dad Vice merch store, and you can throw it on the back of your hoodie, and then everybody will know the recipe, and then it's out. The secret's out. Dad Bad Vice.
What?
Oh, I love it. All right, so now that we're like 55 minutes in. All right, so we talked about this. We put this out like 3 weeks ago. I don't know, but we talked about
April 19th.
Yeah. So we're gonna finally get to this question of the week. We got a new segment and
question of the week from 4 weeks ago.
Yeah. So let's get it answered.
That's pretty
Would
good.
you like
for us.
to answer a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question.
Yeah. Question of the week.
All right. So, question of the week. If you could go back and start something earlier with your child, what would it be?
It's a good question.
Do you guys want to give your advice first, or do you want me to read what people were
I would say
putting on the
I would say
question of the week?
putting Ivy into his own room. That's my answer.
Smart, because your wife said that on this post.
Oh, sick.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Megan was the second comment. She said, move the kid to his own room sooner. He sleeps so much better without snoring dad near him.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
throwing shade
I'm just, hey, man.
in the public forum
I'm just letting you know.
for the whole world.
I'm just reading.
In front
what
of
is on
God and
here.
everybody.
Who would think an overweight man like myself would snore?
I'm shocked by that.
I kind of snore on the podcast.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that in one of the earlier podcasts.
What do you
that
got, Abs?
This is a collection of 4 people that snores while awake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Something I would have done earlier.
And let me guess, Janie did not comment on that.
Janie did not comment. No.
Shocker. I can't think of anything specific. Like, I would say, I mean, we put Kennedy in a room at 6 months. I would say get in the room earlier. I'm like, if we had another kid, I'd put them in their own room at 6 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
dude's like,
That's what we did.
dude, get them in their own
That's
room.
not far off from what we did.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah, that's-
get them in their own room.
Yeah.
That's like
that was like
the best.
That was like the best piece of advice we got was like, dude, just get them in their own room because like if they're sleeping with you, you're constantly waking up like worried, like in the middle of the night, especially with one of them having acid reflux. Like I didn't know any better, so like I would wake up and I hear her like coughing or something. I'm thinking she's choking, like dying.
Yeah.
And then we went to the pediatrician, like, oh yeah, no, they can't choke.
So your answer, just to be clear, exact same as mine?
Yeah.
Well, if
Copycat.
I wanted to not be just like you, but I do
It's
think
like me and Cardwell's Mother Day.
I do think that's the best answer.
Exactly.
I would say read more books. Read more books.
Hey, that's interesting. We've started that aggressively now. Every night he's getting.
I've got to
we're
get
doing
better
books.
at that. I'm just not. I'm just.
We'll talk about that in a
struggle
future
with it.
episode.
Yeah.
Though. I'll give a nice update on that.
All right, so some of the answers that we got on here, we got potty training earlier,
Mm-hmm.
eliminating pacifiers.
I'm worried
This
about
is all
that
one
one.
person's comment, by the way.
Pacifiers.
They-
Mhm.
And then it just says bottles. I don't know.
Yep. Like they would stop drinking alcohol.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But, oh no, sorry, they wouldn't do bottle service when
Bottle
they go out.
service. Yeah, yeah.
They stopped
Just
doing
buy
bottle
a
Save a
service.
little money for the
Buy-
college fund.
that's a good piece of advice. Buy
Yeah.
a la carte.
yeah, yeah.
You know, liquor drinks.
Yeah.
Don't buy a bottle.
I'm going to assume that
Brandon.
means that don't wait to get your nipple chomped on to go to the bottles.
No, I think it's don't do
like-
bottle service at the club.
like
I think
like
that's
move
I'm
to
more
like
towards
bottle
trying-
feeding sooner.
Yeah.
You think
I
that's
think that's probably where it's going. But that's just a guess. I don't know. Maybe they'd be getting bottle service.
Next comment we got is eating vegetables before fruits when introducing food. That was also another piece of advice we got was introduce vegetables first because if you introduce fruits first,
It's so much
it's-
sweeter.
was
there's
that a
so
was,
much
hold on,
sweeter.
was that a DM to you personally?
No, this is comments
sorry.
on the
Huh. I get it. Eat more veggies, fat boy. Oh my god, I have to pee so bad. I'm
Hey, buddy,
laughing my ass
eat
off.
vegetables before all those fruits.
before all those fruit roll-ups. Fat boy.
Emotional damage.
All this laughing, guys.
No, it was a comment. No, it was a comment.
Fuck you, dude.
No, it was a comment. It was a comment.
I don't even think I got the full word comment. I was like, no, it was a comment.
No, it was a comment.
Fuck you, dude. Potty train earlier and never give them a pacifier.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely brutal getting rid of pacifiers the older they get.
It's interesting.
So
That
Yeah,
was
my brother
that was Tim
struggled.
Redamosa. Shout out Tim.
Shout out to
Tim
Tim
Redamosa.
Rhett, dude. That guy's jacked.
Tim Redamosa. That was
Father of two.
Next comment. These next two are kind of long. Telling him that he's trying so hard and doing well instead of he's so smart. I've watched a few videos lately on what telling your kid you're so smart does, and it can be tragic. He won't dive into any challenging things sometimes, and I noticed so quickly. He just turned 4.
What?
it's interesting. Like,
Don't tell your
Is that
kid.
a real person or is that a bot?
That's a real person.
Okay.
Don't tell your
It's
kid
a real
he's
person.
smart.
I
No,
guess
no,
I
yeah.
guess it's what they're
No,
saying there is being
Tell 'em-
constructive as opposed to praising, being like, oh,
No,
like you're so smart. Being
I
like,
think-
Okay.
I think it's trying to get them to keep trying harder and harder and growing as opposed to giving.
No, I think I saw the video that they were talking about because this has been going around the internet recently.
Yeah.
And the reference that they're making, and my dog now really has to go pee.
I do too.
The
bitch.
the reference that they're making is if you are encouraging someone by saying that you're smart, then they think that being smart is the thing that they present to the world, and they want to continue to be smart. So they are afraid to be anything other than smart, which is you're required not to be smart in order to learn and to grow. So if you are praising someone for being smart instead of the action of doing something, that they are putting undue pressure on themselves to continue to be the best or the smartest or whatever. So if they're taking a test and they get anything less than a 99, they now feel like
Anxiety
they failed and they have anxiety because they are supposed to be the person that gets the 99. That's why you see people like even in high school, the valedictorians like freaking out, and you're like, dude, your life isn't over if you get a B. Like, what do you? You'll still get into Harvard. Like
C's get degrees, bro.
Like it don't matter, dude. It don't matter.
If minimum wasn't
So
good enough,
but I have been seeing that, and it is an interesting concept, and I do think that you should be rewarding the behaviors.
Anyways, I think there is something to framing the way that you're talking to your child to make them see themselves in a certain light, and praising, as I said, praising the process, not the outcome, and all that stuff.
Yada yada
yada yada yada.
Sorry, it's really hard to do
Bada
this
bing,
3
bada
times.
boom. Yeah.
Yada yada yada.
It sounded more scripted the third time you said it.
All
right, last one. Wish I skipped the bike with training wheels with my oldest, now 8 years old, and instead wish I went to a balance bike. My 2.5-year-old knows how to balance so well on that thing, and my 8-year-old's still trying to learn to ride a bike without training wheels.
8 years old, can't ride a bike.
Come on, dude.
That is pretty crazy.
It's
though.
hard
You're going to scare off the few followers we have by making fun of
Come
them.
on, dude.
No, I'm shocked.
It is
that
pretty
8 years
crazy
old
though
can't ride a
that
bike.
you would think that training wheels is just the way to go, but you don't really think that there's other options for that stuff. I don't know. We're
There's
nowhere
kind of
near
there's
that.
kind of a negative connotation towards training wheels, right? Isn't that like everybody kind of like when you make fun of somebody, like take the training wheels
off, yeah.
It's like a negative
Yeah, it is
connotation in
true.
general. So,
But I also think too, the training wheels, the way they're set, I think you're supposed to. I think there's like a sequence of how the training wheels work, right? They start out to where they're like always touching the ground, so like it's almost like you're not balancing at all. Then you like can rotate them or bend them or something to where it is more of a balance act. So maybe, just maybe, who wrote that?
don't tell.
No,
Don't say what
whatever.
actually.
No,
is.
Yeah, I'm not.
Do I know the person who wrote it?
Anonymous.
I don't know. Maybe.
Who knows?
Well, maybe that person didn't follow the steps of the training wheel properly. So maybe they're blaming.
Well, it was
their-
Lance Armstrong, so
Maybe
I feel pretty shitty, don't you?
maybe they're blaming the training wheels when they really should take a look in the mirror and blame themselves for not using the training wheels properly.
All right.
Okay, so we
Okay.
got a few comments, and now we're never gonna get a comment
Yeah.
again.
Jeez, dude.
I'm just look.
You think you're just a Hall of Fame dad over there or something?
No, I don't. Opposite almost.
Abs like takes his daughter bowling and doesn't put the bumpers up. You're gonna learn failure, kid.
That happened to me.
That's what your dad did?
When I was like 12 years old, I was in Ohio, and there's nothing to do in Ohio but go bowling. And I did not. I was like, I don't want the bumpers. And they didn't put the bumpers up, and I shot a 9.
There's 10 frames.
I knocked down 9 pins total in 10 frames.
Interesting.
That's not good.
I was a frustrated little kid.
That's a bad day.
Yeah, that was not fun.
And what do you bowl now in your 30s?
12.
A 19?
No, I'm like a good $150 till my elbow gives out.
$150.
$150?
Yeah,
That's pretty
till my elbow. I'm a spin.
That's really good.
I put a little English on it.
That's pretty good.
Buck
But then
50's killer,
I
dude.
got like 1 or 2 games in me, and then like my elbow blows.
Fair.
I'm still trying to get Janie to hop on the
Wii
bowling team train. I feel like we are prime candidates for a Wednesday night couples bowling league.
Hold on, we as in.
Like the 4 of us and our wives.
Oh, okay, like we. Okay, I thought you meant like just you and Janie. I thought you meant just you and Janie.
No.
People who are good
Like-
at bowling,
like-
it always like surprises you, like the people that are good, right? Like, remember there was a kid named Derek Niesman
Shout out to
when
Eric
I was in high school that I played baseball with. He went to ETSU. When we were in high school, he had already bowled multiple 300s.
Yeah, Justin Percagulo.
Yeah,
Shout out Justin Percagulo. He was like a legitimate bowler.
yeah.
Rob Collier. Shout out Rob Collier. He was a legitimate bowler.
Yeah.
Isn't Steph Curry?
These references mean nothing.
Steph Curry's just
Yeah,
good
but
at
I mean
everything.
nothing to
These
anybody.
references don't mean anything to anybody, but no, he's a good golfer, Steph Curry.
I thought he was a good bowler. No.
He's a good chef.
Mookie Betts is a good bowler.
Oh,
Yeah, Mookie Betts is a good bowler. You know what? Who doesn't shock me as a good bowler? Pete Weber. Who do you think you are? I am.
who do you think what professional athlete looks like they are the best bowler?
Move on.
No,
The best bowler, professional athlete?
John Daly.
Tony Romo?
Does Tony Romo look like a good professional bowler?
That should be our next question of the week.
No, I have an answer. That's why I'm not. This isn't like
What?
I have a good
Oh,
answer.
you have a good
I think I have an answer that will top all of your answers. That's why I phrased that question that way.
Pau Gasol.
That's a good one. But no, I think mine beats it. I think. You got anything, Lando?
Randy Johnson.
That's it. That was my one. I swear to God, that was my one.
Randy Johnson
No
does look like a
way.
dude
Randy,
that's like,
I swear to God, Randy
Dude,
Johnson.
fucking 5 it out.
Randy Johnson looks like he would be the best bowler. I dare you in the comments to name someone in professional sports that looks more like they would be a dominant
That's
bowler.
unbelievable that you
Yeah.
were thinking the same
That's pretty
thing.
impressive.
Like a little
Yeah.
lefty with English. Oh, man.
With the sick mustache.
Randy Johnson.
Tom Glavine.
That
No.
fires me
Yeah,
up.
dude.
No.
I can't believe you guys just said the same thing. That was crazy.
That's wild.
That's awesome.
Of all the professional athletes
well,
out there, like,
it's because he is the one that looks like the
Yeah, I mean, that's the correct answer.
It's like there's only one
makes,
correct
makes
answer.
sense.
Yeah.
Well,
Makes
after
sense.
that electric moment, I think it's time to get out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Shout out Beer Stick. We'll be back at you with some more beer sticking in the future. Like I said, make sure you can check out our socials if you're not on there because we're going to be giving a promotional giveaway next week. And I'm sure we'll be hitting you with a question of the week at some point, and we will get to that at some point. Probably not the same week. I don't know.
At some point,
But,
I think we should change it. Maybe we change it to the segment of the question of
Maybe
the
it's
month.
some.
question of the moment.
Question of the month, probably.
should we give away some free merch with the beer stick thing?
You know what? We
Wouldn't
might
that
do
have
that. Maybe we'll send you some merch too.
Look, go check
Yeah.
out our socials. Look out for giveaways. We're doing them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And
click the button.
thanks for stopping by.